Hello everyone, SiegeLink here, back with another episode of Starcraft 2 Replays. It's been a decent chunk of time since I've done one of these, and I'm also going to be doing a bit of a recording test to see if this actually works properly. So, let's see. So far, the screen seems black, but it should come back in a second. So let me do a bit of check here. Okay, yep, recording's back. Okay, here we go. So, just as a heads up, for when that happens, when it like goes black or kind of just the screen freezes, that's when I'm tabbing out to check the recording, to see if it's working. So this game, he goes for a proxy hatch. I'm going for the kind of traditional 1-1-1 barracks, command center factory into starport. I went for no Reaper into instant reactor. And the problem he had, or one of the biggest problems, is that he didn't actually put this. If he was going to mine here, he should have put this like in an actual base formation. So it's not just like a proxy hatch attack. He can use it as a natural base, just like a natural base to attack with. Because if he droned this area up, that would have been a very nice idea. Okay, so I see. I got both third base locations, and did I? I didn't yet scout the natural, but now I do scout it, and I know for certain that something odd's happening. So I decided to bring the Hellions back, just bring these guys to my main base. I know he doesn't have a base here, so all I have to do is just defend on one base. It would have been better if I had the Reaper build, because I would have more production and better production overall. But it was still okay for me. Getting one Marauder at a time. And I've got a bunker almost up. And it really just comes down to that bunker. And supply blocked here. Got the repair just in time. So I send my Widow Mines out. This game's been so hectic, I haven't been able to get extra production up, even though I have plenty of resources to do so. So I was playing a little sloppy here, but in this moment, I think he has enough units to the point where it would have been best to either expand here, or if he actually had a proper base here, he could have made more drones here. And just try to pin me on one base for as long as I can, so it'll be a 2-base Zerg versus a 1-base Terran. Widow Mines down here, and Widow Mines are kind of just my saving grace. They're definitely better than Hellions in this situation. Wanted to chase his guys down. I didn't want to let him get the creep advantage. I decided to target fire, but I've got just Marauders, so I knew I needed to run back to the bunker if I wanted any chance. I've got a lot of Widow Mines in the back. I think I ended up forgetting about those. But the Liberator was a big one. Queens really can't deal with Liberator effectively, and it can just lock down the natural base, your main ramp. It just makes it so they can't attack you. And here I finally had enough spare APM to get my production up. I haven't been able to get a second factory, so I obviously don't have drilling claws. Okay, just scanned here, and now I finally see another base. I don't know why he would make a macro hatch there, of all places. Like, he should know with my Liberator, he should be trying to transition behind it. A macro hatch here with no drones here is going to do nothing. So I assumed he had some workers, but he didn't. So I decided to target on the queens because those are units that attack the banshees, and I can kill them pretty much for free. And he just runs up and loses everything. So he could have transitioned quicker, or even just put this in a better position, and he theoretically should have easily won this game, but he wouldn't have, because of something I'll show you after. He's getting 2 queens that popped out at the same time, which was able to, I think, kill my Banshee. Oh. Nope. No, they had to get him to focus my bio instead. So my Banshee did live, but at a large cost. Now I've got an armory, so I've got Hellbats coming up. I've got 4 barracks. And I'm finally in a position where I've got enough units to easily defend this. And I was still making workers, so I was overmining my base, and I could instantly get enough. I didn't think I moved all my units there, but 2 Lings, my SCVs I had could easily deal with that. Problem right now that I had was I just didn't have any medevacs. So I've got another factory coming up, so I can get drilling claws. I even forgot here, and as you can see, I'm playing quite sloppy this game. But he was playing a lot more sloppy this game. He's got lair, and I don't think he's done anything with it. Yeah, it doesn't look like it. Yeah, so this is the biggest sloppy moment he had. He's kind of just keeping tabs on my 3rd base, but he just kind of sat there with slow roaches and lings. And he's trying to shoot and move. I guess against Hellbats it's fine, but against my bio, all he really did was just throw away units. With speedlings it's something, but with slow roaches, don't just stand there. Because if you look at it, I've got plenty of upgrades, and I'm getting 1-1, and drilling claws. And I've got a decent enough force. And now I've got medevacs on the way, so I just boost them over, and you know, I'm kind of just thinking to myself, you know, he's so sloppy, even if he has a big force, it's not a big deal for me at all. So I decided to go for a 3rd. So if this attack fails, I'm at equal bases with them. Heal up all my units, stim in, target the hatch. I scan here to see if he has any units rallying over, and I know he doesn't, and at this point I know it's pretty much GG. I've got supply depots building in the right spots, so I'll see any attack that comes. Widow mines in defensive spots, still macroing units back at home, and I mean, he's just got nothing. Like, I probably could beat this Zerg player as my Zerg, and I'm Silver 1. Like, this guy was playing insanely sloppy. Like, I was completely, like, this wasn't like I was facing random. It wasn't like I was playing random and I just went up against this guy because, and I just got lucky with playing Terran. That wasn't the case. I was playing as Terran. And I think this might have... No, I think I was... Yeah, I think I was Plat 1. I think I got like Plat 1 before this. He's got a good chunk of Banelings, but I just gotta do some tiny splits here and there. And, I mean, he can barely deal with this force, but I've got a force other than that. And he's on 1 base. A 1 base Zerg versus a 3 base Terran, and down in every single way possible. Like, if you look at the resources lost tab this game, he was just playing incredibly sloppy. His macro wasn't on point, his micro wasn't on point, but the biggest thing that wasn't on point was just his decision making, which seems to be the biggest case. Scan here, see, still no base. And I'm still making workers to the point where I'm really overmining my bases, and I probably should have made a basement, but I didn't. And I know all I gotta do is just set up my Widow Mines, and then back up and split versus Banelings. And look, I didn't even split versus the Banelings, yet none of my Widow Mines die, and I mean, the Widow Mines is all he has, and I kill all those eggs. And that's just it, it's a 1-base Zerg versus a 4-base Terran. Upgrades, 1-1, he has 1+1 carapace, and I mean, I didn't even need to get 2-2 upgrades. I was just making nothing but units, and that was it. So, Proxy Hatch, it went really well at first, but if he actually built the base a little bit closer to the mineral rules, made some drones there, and then once he saw the Liberators backed up a bit and transitioned more, rather than focusing so much on the attack, he would have easily killed me, as long as he had better decision making. But his decision making this game was just complete crap. So, that'll be it for this episode. Hopefully this recording went through, and I'll see you guys in the next StarCraft 2 replay.